The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Several barangay captains in Manila conducted surprise inspections in their jurisdictions following President Duterte's stern warning. Romel Lopez is on the ground to give us more details. Romel, could you give us the situation over there?
Yes, Charles, local officials here in Manila patrolled their barangays to spot health protocol violators. This comes on the heels of President Duterte's order to arrest negligent barangay captains who will fail to stop super spreader events. In Barangay 310 in Santa Cruz, residents were caught off guard by the inspection. Several minors sped off when they saw officials approaching. A number of seniors were also seen outside. Barangay Chairman Ronald Gacula said they constantly patrol their areas, but residents go back to their normal chit-chats on the streets once they leave. Meanwhile, a senior citizen said told News 5 that they have no choice but to go out because they can't bear the heat inside their house. Charles, the Manila Barangay Bureau reiterated the president's order to its chairman to avoid any penalties and prevent the spread of the virus. Charles?
Thanks for that update and always stay safe. That was Romel Lopez reporting live from Manila. One senator is pushing for the resumption of face-to-face classes in areas with low COVID-19 cases. In an interview with Agenda, Senator Win Gatchalian said low-risk and COVID-free areas should be allowed to hold in-person classes as early as August or September of this year. The senator says he's not confident about the outcome of the current distance learning setup.
We had to tweak our assessment strategy to find out if they are learning or not. In other words, if we follow the traditional assessment activity, I don't think our children will even pass or qualify to our expectations.
Gatchalian is also urging teachers to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Teachers and other school personnel are part of the A4 category in the vaccine priority list.
Of course, one thing that we learned from this virus is quite unpredictable, and we go back to the issue of vaccination. That's why I'm appealing to our teachers, because come June, it's their time, and I'm appealing to our teachers to go out and get vaccinated.
We'll have more stories after a quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Supreme Court Associate Justice Marvic Leonen has lauded the dismissal of the impeachment complaint filed against him. In a statement, Leonen said that this latest development only proves the baselessness of the grounds raised against him. House Speaker Lord Alan Velasco said the rejection of the complaint can shift the House's focus back to legislation. At least 37 members of the House Committee on Justice moved to dismiss the complaint due to insufficiency in form. Lawmakers also pointed out that the complainant's annexes were mere photocopies and not based on authentic records. The complaint stemmed from Leonen's alleged failure to file his SAL-N when he was a professor at the UP College of Law. Here are other stories we are keeping our eyes on. President Duterte has approved the reapportionment of 2 new legislative districts in Caloocan City and 6 in Bulacan. Duterte has also signed a law converting the municipality of Calaca in Batangas into a city. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or CBCP, is offering Catholic churches as additional vaccination sites in the country. Spokesperson Father Jerome Siciliano says it's now up to the LGUs to ask local church leaders about the procedure. And Facebook vows to take stronger action against people who repeatedly share misinformation on the social media platform. For one, it will reduce the distribution of posts from a user who frequently shares content flagged as false. Local companies in China are apparently not embracing the government's efforts to turn the Gobi Desert into forests. Let's check out the status of the country's so-called Green Great Wall in this report from Bloomberg.
Howdy, folks. I'm inside a taxi on a lonely stretch of highway along the Gobi Desert. I'm on my way to the Yangguan Forest in Gansu Province. Basically, local officials there have been accused of illegally leasing land to local farmers and companies like Dunhong Wine to cut down trees for commercial purposes, namely to build vineyards. We made a number of attempts to speak to Dunhong Wine about these allegations, including visiting their offices in downtown Dunhuang and the Yangguan Forest Farm, which were both closed when we visited them. On the left, you see all these trees being chopped down for vineyards. And on my right are the trees that are still left standing. And over here, you've got some trees that have been uprooted. The Yangguan Forest Park was established in the 1960s to counter the effects of desertification of this area. And a big chunk of that land have been given over to the Dunhuang Wine Company. This company has been accused by environmental groups of illegally cutting down trees in order to grow vineyards. An employee at Dunhuang Wine, who asked not to be named because it's a sensitive issue, said that when the company rented its land, many of the trees were already dead, adding that the poplars only lived for about 50 years, and officials had failed to upgrade the forest with new trees. A notice on the board outside the farm's office says it took 50 years of hard work to grow a sand prevention screen stretching 5 kilometers in a desert like a green wall that safeguards the Dunhuang Oasis. Tian Baohua, the deputy director of Gansu Forestry and Grassland Administration, said the Yangguan Forestry Farm has been replacing and improving degraded forests over the years, according to the rules, and it didn't find any trees cut to make space for planting grapes in its investigation. So one of the most interesting things about all this is that the central government is backing claims of environmental groups that there's a lot of illegal deforestation going on here. Just goes to show that the central government is taking seriously environmental issues, ecological issues, coming at a time when, and not just Gansu, but the whole country is being hit by a wave of sandstorms. Right now, it seems like the central government, in many ways, which wants to protect the environment, prevent some of these sandstorms from becoming a regular occurrence, and it also wants to mean its green goals to be carbon neutral by 2060. So the central government here has to try to seek a balance between what the local folks want, which are jobs, and what the central government wants, which is to protect the environment and to meet its green goals.
updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Charles Lejano. We're One News.